You keep attracting the same toxic people, the same liars, the same users, the same emotional vampires, the same charming manipulators. You meet someone new. You think this time is different. And then slowly, inevitably, the pattern repeats. They drain you. They use you. They disappear. And you are left wondering, why does this keep happening to me? It is not bad luck. It is not karma. It is not because you are weak. It is a pattern. And patterns do not happen by accident. They happen because something inside you is running old code. Code that was installed before you knew how to question it. Let me show you the blind spot. You attract toxic people because you have a blind spot. Not a flaw. A blind spot. Something you cannot see because it is too close to your own survival instincts. Here is the blind spot. You are too polite. Not kind. Polite. There is a difference. Kindness is a choice. Politeness is a reflex. You have been trained to be polite. To give the benefit of the doubt. To see the good in everyone. To avoid conflict. To not make waves. That is not virtue. That is vulnerability. Toxic people do not target weak people. They target polite people. People who will not say no. People who will not make a scene. People who will give them another chance. People who will stay quiet when something feels wrong. That is you. Not because you are weak. Because you were conditioned to be agreeable. And agreeable people are easy to manipulate. Here is the second blind spot. You ignore red flags because you want to believe people are good. Not because you are naive. Because you have been taught that seeing the bad in people makes you cynical. That giving up on someone makes you a bad person. That walking away is giving up. So you stay. You give second chances. You give third chances. You give 10th chances. And every time you stay, you teach them that your boundaries do not exist. Here is the third blind spot. You stay too long because you are afraid of being alone. Not of loneliness. Of the silence. Of the void. Of having to sit with yourself and ask the hard questions. So you tolerate people who drain you because at least they fill the space. At least someone is there. Even if they are slowly destroying you. That is not love. That is fear dressed up as loyalty. Now let me tell you the one question that changes everything. Before you trust anyone new, you ask yourself one question. Would I trust this person with my money? Not my secrets. Not my heart. My money. If the answer is no, you walk away. Even if they are nice. Even if they are charming. Even if they have a good excuse. Even if you like them. Walk away. Why does this work? Because money is simple. You cannot gaslight money. You cannot charm money. You cannot manipulate money. Money does not care about your childhood. Money does not care about their sob story. Money is a clean signal. If you would not trust them with your wallet, why are you trusting them with your time? Your energy. Your life. Now let me go deeper. Some of you are not attracting toxic people. You are attracting the same toxic person. Just in different bodies. Same pattern. Different face. You leave the narcissist, you find a new narcissist. You leave the user, you find a new user. You leave the liar, you find a new liar. That is not bad luck. That is you running the same program. And until you rewrite the program, the output will not change. Here is the program. You are looking for the person who makes you feel safe. But you have confused safety with familiarity. And familiarity is not safety. It is just what you know. If you grew up around chaos, chaos feels like home. If you grew up around neglect, neglect feels like home. If you grew up around people who took from you, being taken from feels like home. So you find people who feel like home. And they destroy you. Not because they are evil. Because you are running old code. Code that says love is supposed to hurt. Code that says you have to earn love by giving everything. Code that says if you are not needed, you are not loved. That code is not yours. It was given to you. By parents who did not know better. By teachers who were trained to standardize you. By a culture that measures your worth by what you give, not who you are. And the only way to break the cycle is to stop running the old code. So here is your homework. Do not do this tomorrow. Do this today. Write down the name of the last toxic person in your life. Then write down 3 red flags you ignored. Do not judge yourself. Just see them. Then write down the one thing you would tell a friend in your situation. Read it back. That is the voice you need to listen to. Then make a vow. Before you let anyone new into your life, you ask the question: would I trust this person with my money? If the answer is no, you walk away. No negotiation. No compromise. Just walk. That is how you break the cycle. Not with a dramatic breakup. Not with a revenge arc. With a question. And the courage to listen to the answer. Most people will watch this video. They will nod. They will agree. And then tomorrow they will trust someone they should not. Because breaking patterns is uncomfortable. It is easier to stay in the familiar pain than to face the unknown silence. But you are not most people. You are watching this channel because something in you knows that the pattern has to end. And the only way it ends is if you end it. So end it. Ask the question. Walk away. And let the silence teach you that you are not alone. You are just finally free. Now go. Break the cycle.